Hi there, fight fans. My name is Kian Lang, and I'm very happy to say that I'm today joined by Shanelle Dyer ahead of her Dana White Contender Series fight this September. Shanelle, how are we doing today?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. Not gonna lie, I've trained twice today. I'm absolutely shattered, but it's part of life, isn't it? Part of fight camp.
Well, thank you very much for joining me off the back of that. I'm sure you're ready for bed, so I appreciate it.
Sure.
I'd love to look forward to the fight coming up, but before that, I'd have to ask, how's this past year been? I know it must have been a frustrating time, obviously not having a
Yeah.
fight. How has it been for you?
It's been a weird one because for me as a fighter, I think everyone's known me as being an active fighter. I love to get the fights in. I love to fight as much as possible. That's what I do. I fight. My next fight is in September, so it would be a year since I fought. Which I don't remember the last time I took that much of a break, other than obviously like lockdown, but that was like a forceful break. So it's been hard, like not fighting, watching everyone else fight. Like I just wish I could just get in there. It's like someone's taking something I love and just like forcing me not to do it. It's frustrating, but I've still been in the gym. I've been traveling a lot, training in so many different places, visiting so many different places, learning a lot. So I've been taking this time just to improve my game, and I'm going to show a different me come September 9th.
And I really wanted to ask you about that. I saw you out in H2O in Montreal and living out there. I've seen you in Thailand. I mean, was that a conscious decision to go out and sort of sample these different cultures, get a feel for their fight game, see if anything can help your game and help to improve you?
Yeah, definitely. Like the main reason I was just bored, like just staying at home the whole time, just doing everything. Just I get bored after a while. But no, definitely. I'm a huge advocate of like training at different places. I know everyone has different styles. GB Top Team where I train at has a great style, but so many different gyms have different styles, and they can teach you so many different things. So I love going around to different gyms and taking bits and pieces and adding it onto my game to improve my game.
And I definitely wanted to ask about GSP as well. I mean, I saw the photo on Instagram. Did you get a chance to pick up any tips from him and how was that experience meeting him?
Yeah, he's such a nice guy. I met him. I've been to Montreal twice. I met him 2 years ago, and I met him this time as well. But he's so nice. I watched him train. He trains in like the normal classes. Like he'll just pop in and do a jiu-jitsu class with everyone. With everyone, you just like, oh, that's actually GSP. It's mad. But yeah, I came up to him. I was like, yeah, can I get a picture? And he was like, oh, you're from the UK. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, I saw your fight PFL. I imagine he actually saw my last fight. That's actually mad. He saw my knockout, and he was like busting conversation with me. I'm like, it's like the greatest fighter of all time, and busting a conversation with me, which was great. But just seeing how humble he is, he's won so much Hall of Famer, and see how down to earth he is, and still how much he's willing to learn, even though his career's over and he's achieved so much greatness. That's someone that I aspire to be in the future.
That's incredible to hear. I mean, you hear stories about him, and everyone seems to say
Yeah,
the sort of same thing that he's a lovely, down to earth guy.
yeah.
And looking forward to this next one. I mean, you're finally getting your opportunity on the big stage. I'd love to know, how did this all come about and where did the opportunity come from?
Yeah, so obviously I was part of PFL, but I left PFL on good terms. They're still supportive of my career and stuff like that. We just didn't really align where I wanted to take my career and what PFL had to offer for me. One of the biggest reasons was that I actually wanted to fight at my actual weight class, which is strawweight. And unfortunately they couldn't really find matches for me at strawweight. I know they're building the division, but as I said before, I want to be active. I want to fight. I want to reach the top. I want to fight the best fighters now. I don't want to keep waiting. I'm still young, but I just feel like I was running out of time, type of thing. So yeah, they're really supportive, and in that sense, they released me and they gave me an opportunity to find different avenues. And then the only avenue left for me is obviously the UFC, Dana White Contender Series, because I fought everyone at flyweight. I smashed everyone at flyweight. No one wanted to fight me at flyweight or strawweight. So I need to up my game. I need to fight the best fighters, and the best fighters are in UFC. My performances speak for itself. Like if you just watch them, you know what type of level I'm at, and that's UFC level.
I mean, I feel like it's the incredible thing that people don't even sometimes realize that you've been fighting a way up. I
Yeah,
mean, you wouldn't know because the power translated. I mean, just
yeah,
easy, 4 knockouts in 6 fights. But how difficult was it moving up weight? I'm sure it was nice on the dieting sense, but
yeah.
in there, did it feel like you're just better suited for strawweight?
I was always a strawweight fighter. Like my amateur career, I fought a lot at strawweight. I obviously transitioned to flyweight in my pro debut because I couldn't find a strawweight match. So it offered me a flyweight. I took that. then my FCC fight, my second pro fight, it was short notice. We're like, oh, I would take that flyweight, and obviously PFR came with offer. I can't really say no to being in the tournament at flyweight. So I said yes. So just kept saying yes and yes and yes to flyweight. I got away with it after a while. I didn't really have issues going up a weight class. I didn't really put on weight. For me, if I go above like 62 kilos, I start feeling slow and fat. So I never really bulked for flyweight. Anyways, I used to have like the opposite problem. I was like weighing too light. Like 10 weeks out from a fight, and my coach was like, "Stop weight cutting." I'm like, "I'm not weight cutting." He's like, "Eat more, go McDonald's." I'm like, I can't." It's like so I was having opposite problems making flyweight, and I'll make flyweight way too easy. Like the day before the weigh-in, I'll be like 56 kilos by accident. I'm like, oh, I need to eat dinner now. And then fight day, I don't like bulking. So fight day, I'll be weighing 57, 58 kilos, whereas my opponent will bulk up. So I was always in a disadvantage in that sense. But I never thought that they were stronger than me. But they were always bigger than me. So I just want to show everyone what I can do at my actual weight class. Cause I know I'll smoke everyone at straw weight.
I mean, getting to go out and eat Mackies, that's a good issue to have. You
Yeah,
don't
I
hear
know.
that from many fighters. Come
It's
on.
it's literally, but I need to be professional now. My coach is like on me. They're like, no, it's you're reaching a level now. You actually have to knock her down and actually take it seriously. So that's what I'm doing now.
And I've seen a lot of different reports about an opponent. I don't know if I've seen an official announcement, but I've seen
Yeah,
Carol Foro, I believe the jungle fight champion, has been touted. I don't know if you can confirm that. And if not, I suppose we'll speak in hypotheticals. But is that the
yeah.
matchup?
It's
And
it's it's confirmed. It's confirmed the topology. Well, my friend said it's confirmed in topology, so hopefully it is. If not, I'll get in trouble. But yeah, it's Carol Foro, Carol Foro.
and how do you look ahead to that matchup? She's again a woman with a lot of power, 6 knockouts in 9 professional fights. I mean, it is one for the fans. It feels like.
Yeah, but her six knockouts don't come from the caliber of opponents that I've fought. I've fought at the high stages in PFR at high weight classes, fighting better opponents. I don't pick and choose any of my opponents. I take them as they come. I know look, she's a striker, but I believe I'm a way better striker than her. If she wants to take me down, then I sub a lot of people in the gym. Anyways, I'm confident in my grappling, so I don't believe there's anywhere in the fight that I'm worried that she's gonna beat me at. The 100% the contract's going to be mine.
And I'd love to ask as well about fighting in the Apex. It seems like quite a weird experience for
Yeah.
fighters, especially for someone like yourself. You used to fighting in front of these big crowds in the
Yeah.
PFL. Do you give any mind to something like that?
Yeah, I was telling my coach the other day, I'd rather fight in front of 20,000 people than 20 people. It's so embarrassing. Everyone keeps asking me the same question. They're like, "Oh, you nervous about the Apex? You nervous about the?" I was like, "No, I don't really care about that. I'm nervous about fighting in the Apex because I found out the other day you don't even get any walkout songs, so you're walking out in silence, and everyone's just staring at you. I'm just like, and I was saying, like, imagine you're in the cage and like you miss a kick, and you hear like the commentators, like Michael Bisping, and be like, "Oh, that was a shit kick. She missed it." I would get so offended. I'd be like, "Yeah, they're trying shit about me." That's the only reason why I'm quite nervous in that sense. When my coach flipped it, he said, "Oh, but every time you like low kick her, it will echo, and everyone's gonna be like, that's hard kick. You can hear the thud of your punches. You can hear your cornerman better. So it's a catch 22, but that's the only reason why I'm a little bit nervous."
I mean, it's funny you say that. It's always been the thing that I've wondered whether fighters actually listen to the commentary team and listen to them
Yeah,
slagging off the whole time. So that is
yeah, I'll
funny.
definitely.
I mean, it's an incredible opportunity, and I'd love to know. Obviously, the goal is fully on this fight and get the contract and do all that. But I mean, your plans must be to go on do big things in the UFC. Or someone like you said, you love to fight, and the opportunity to get into a company that allows their athletes to stay active like that must be really exciting.
Yeah, definitely. Just seeing like how much fighters they have in the strawweight roster, I'm like counting down the names that I could be so active, and they're great fighters as well. So I want to test myself with the best. I wanna climb the rankings. I wanna obviously fight for the belt in the future. So I just want to take it one by one and just fight everyone. So I'm excited. UFC's been a dream, literally. It's been every MMA fighter's dream. It's to fight in UFC, and I get to fulfill that in what 3.5 years from being a professional fighter. That's actually mad.
I mean, do you ever get an opportunity to sit back and sort of think about that and think about how much you've achieved in such a small time? I know people love to always focus on a bigger goal
Yeah.
and keep that in mind, but do you ever get the opportunity to just take a step back and look at the work that you've done so far?
Yeah, I saw a post on like Insta the other day. It says the difference between like 2019 and like 2025. Like so much has changed. I'm like, I started MMA in 2019, and 2025 I'm in the UFC. Like I don't want to deep it too much now because obviously I'm not on paper on the UFC until I win the fight September 9th. But I think after that, I think that's when the emotions will like flood in because I don't like overthinking. I just like fighting and try my best and try and knock out my opponent. So I try to keep it simple minded. But I think after when I get the contract, that's when it's gonna hit me that I've actually achieved like step one of my dream. That's only step one of my dream because I have so much more I want to give out, and that's the start.
And I'd love to know, how did you get into MMA? It's such a brutal physical sport, and you just thrive in it. I mean, it seems like fighting is your favorite thing to do. Where did that come from originally?
Yeah, I remember when I told my dad I was gonna in the beginning, I didn't really tell my dad I was gonna do MMA, kinda snuck off. Like, I was doing Muay Thai and I was kinda snuck off and done MMA, and I think he was kinda funny doing MMA me doing MMA because it was such a brutal sport. He didn't really get it. He just thought everyone just going in a cage, just, like, swinging hands and knocking people out. It's a brutal sport, but it's such a beautiful sport if you, like, break it down and stuff. But I've been doing martial arts for, like, half my life. I started, Muay Thai when I was, like, 9 years old. I've done every sport when I was younger. I've done, like I even done like ballet, gymnastics, swimming, athlete. I've done everything, but nothing stuck until I started Muay Thai when I was 9 years old. Won a lot of things in Muay Thai. When I turned 17, when I was like 18, I would say 17, 18. I was in my last year of school. My tutor came up to me. He's like, okay, like, where do you go from here now? It's like, do you want to go uni? Do you want to get a job, apprentice, blah, blah, blah. But all that I knew is that I wanted to fight for a living, and then you can't really do that in Muay Thai because one championship was a big back then. So it was either go boxing or go MMA, and I chose MMA.
I mean, I love the fact that you said it was a beautiful sport. I've had so many arguments with my stepdad trying to convince it's not brutal. It's a beautiful sport. So I love that.
Yeah,
And
they just don't get it. I thought it was a brutal sport. I'm not gonna lie, I hated MMA when I started it. I absolutely I was like, if you wanna watch amazing striking, just watch Muay Thai. Why am I gonna watch MMA? Like I didn't get jiu-jitsu. I was like, I don't like jiu-jitsu, everyone's just hugging. I'll do Muay Thai, I'll do K1. But actually doing the sport and like breaking it down, it's so beautiful how you get all the sports all together. It's amazing. And yeah, and how like everyone interprets MMA differently as well. It's not like just one sport. Everyone has their own style, and then you get to see that personified in the cage, which is amazing. You don't see that a lot.
yeah, there's no sport like it, is there really? And
Uh,
just one final question for me as well. I mean, Molly McCann is really the woman that feels like pioneered women's MMA
yeah,
in England in particular. Not many people thought that there could be women's mixed martial arts coming out of this country
yeah,
for some reason. And now it feels like you and Dakota Dechev are
yeah,
really carrying that baton and flying
yeah.
the flag. Is that something that's really important to you to keep growing the sport in this country?
Yeah, definitely. Molly definitely paved the way for us, and we're just trying to. And obviously now she's retired, but we're trying to carry that torch. There's so many great female fighters, young female fighters in the UK, and then in the like a couple of years ago, they never really seen an avenue to get to the top. Now they've seen us doing our thing. We've come from the same situation as them, and they're looking at us like we can do the same thing. Like we can become great fighters. Not even great fighters, we can become great people as well. So it's really inspiring, and I want to keep up my same attitude. That I want to keep the wins up just for them as well. And then soon we're gonna take over the whole UFC and divisions. It'll be amazing. UK on top.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for you. Do you have a final prediction for this one?
I'll finish her within 2 rounds, and that's guaranteed.
I can't wait. I'm so excited to see it. I think you're really one of the best mixed martial arts artists in this country, and I think people are going to get a chance to see it in September. So thank you very much for your time today, and best of luck in your fight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.